With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams that don't like each other much. One will go to Super Bowl 53 as we're underway in the 2019 NFC title game. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go. Wide in. Gun.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And Allen to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
It's coming now. Here we go. Wide in.
A first down carry by Elliott. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 46.
On second down, Elliott. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Swing to the field, right. To the right. Here we go, 46. Switch. Here we go, 47.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go, 47.
On third down, Elliott. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Hey, we got four down. Here you go.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Barkevious Mingo. Able to get him for a loss of about 3. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Cut. 19. Spot that.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
34 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now on first and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game.
We'll go 47.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Good footwork at the 30. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Under 10, 10. Hey, over here.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Check 50.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Big combo. Good guys, 4 down.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
48,
Penny, a 1st down carry. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
95. Got it.
The pitch goes to Penny. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out.
Saturday.
Play action. Now Wilson. And able to find Conley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
Hey, what's left?
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And Dixon has it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
14. Here we go. Slowly. Tempo.
Wilson. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Sebastian Janikowski to try the Seahawks field goal. And Janikowski bangs it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful at getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Intended that time for Cooper.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your...
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Big jumbo.
A handoff to Penny. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 50.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. 48 Mike. Hey. They're not ready for this, man.
Now it's Wilson. Leaves it for Penny. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 1st down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Hey, switch.
10th carry now for Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Again to Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Last stop.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this.
Here go 46, 46.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
The give is to Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 26.
They'll run with Elliott. Twisting away. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Here's Elliott. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And his kick is good. So, yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Just go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Let's go, 14.
On second down, Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in, complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
95, 95.
Here's a give to Penny. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. He's going to get it running right. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Let's go get another one. Let's go get another one. Come on. Slowly.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded at the goal line. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So again, it's Penny. Space to maneuver at the 40. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, 73 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Elliott. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Gun. 46. 26.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A give to Elliott running left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
46. 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Get out. We got three, fellas. Swing to the field. Right. To the right.
They'll try to run for it with Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's first and 10.
47. There we go. All right, hey.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Switch and break.
This is Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Now, he's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This fielded at the 2. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin with a run by Penny. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Spot that, spot that.
They go play action now. Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. They go play action with Wilson. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. David Irving. Never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to go deep for Conley. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
A handoff left, Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. He's at the 40, 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Touchdown City, baby. Touchdown City.
Now for the point after. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point. And our score stays right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Green 80. Watch QB drop. 14. Good, good. 4 down, 4 down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
14.
Off the play fake. Wilson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 63 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. J.D. McKisson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Janikowski good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here you go. Swing to the field, right. To the right.
They go to Elliott again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Elliott. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 47. Hey. 4 down. Here we go, count. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 47. Here we go, get out. Here we go, get that, let's go, get out. 26.
And they'll run it here. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And they'll go on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Prescott to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way, because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for another 7 downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you could hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there?
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.